Hello, my name is Katie Hanks. This is my diversity field experience on poverty. For my diversity experience, I chose to learn more about families living in poverty and the impact that it has on their lives. I will begin by introducing you to the parents in two families who graciously allowed me to spend time in their homes and answer my questions. These interviews were arranged for me by a school social worker, and both Georgine and Allison said that they were okay with me using their first names and discussing their family circumstances. Georgine is a 56-year-old Native American woman and a single parent to two adult children and one 17-year-old son. She also has guardianship of her four grandchildren ranging in age from 4 to 11 years old. Georgine is physically disabled and confined to a wheelchair. Georgine has a great personality, good sense of humor, and she made it fun while I was able to get to know her. Allison is 32 years old and a single parent to 5 children ranging in age from 10 months to 11 years old. Allison works full-time as a waitress at a local restaurant and also works part-time at another business. Allison was a nice, quiet woman with a much more serious nature. My interviews with these two mothers revealed their challenges of living in poverty, but also their creativity in meeting those challenges. I talked to Georgine about the financial support for her family. She receives SSI for her physical disability, and she also receives Social Security benefits for her grandchildren. She cannot work due to her disability, therefore her income will not increase in the future. She said the benefits provide her with the funds to pay rent and pay the house utilities, but that is all she is able to pay with those funds. She is very knowledgeable regarding the services available to her, such as SNAP, low-income housing, fuel assistance, and she is also aware of other resources in the community. She says she would not be able to survive if she did not receive the benefits of these programs. Georgine does not have funds for clothing, school supplies, toys, or the ability to pay for activities for the kids. She said she manages to provide the basics for the kids from month to month, but it is a constant struggle and a source of stress. I was surprised by her attitude towards her circumstances. She was not sad or resentful. She just said, "This is what I have to manage with, and it is okay. I will make it work." Allison's financial support consists of the income of her 2 jobs, daycare assistance, food assistance, and low-income housing. She is challenged every day to meet the needs of her family. She said they have limited food supply, and she is thankful that 3 of her children receive breakfast and lunch at school. She does not receive child support because the fathers are both in prison at this time. She says she does not feel her ability to make more money will change since she did not complete high school and daily life is all she can manage at this time. She said what keeps her going is the need to make sure her kids stay with her. She said 6 months ago, her kids were all placed in foster care because of her drug use and neglect, but she is working hard to make sure that does not happen again. Georgine has 2 grandchildren who receive special education services, one of them for behavior challenges and the other for learning disabilities. She said the school is aware of their home circumstances and it provides assistance for the kids in school, and they also locate resources to help the kids in the home. Georgine believes the teachers listen to her opinions and they respect what she has to say about the kids. Georgine sincerely feels supported by the educational services she receives in the community and those she receives from the school. She has such a great attitude about all aspects of life. Allison has one child in special education who receives services for learning disabilities. Allison said she admits that she is not involved in her daughter's education. She has a difficult time getting to her meetings for her daughter because of her work schedule. She said she cannot help her daughter with the activities that she brings home because of her schedule. She said she does not think that school fully understands her home situation and the difficulty of accomplishing what they would like her to do. She said she is fine with whatever the school does for her daughter, but she does not have time to participate. I have done extensive reading in regard to people living in poverty, and I have read the many statistics about people living in poverty, but the impact of my diversity experience goes far beyond those resources. I am so impressed by the ability of these women to manage to get through each day of their life. It is obviously their children that keep them going, and they give them the reason to keep going in spite of the financial and personal obstacles. Their strength and perseverance are something to be admired, and I am privileged to have had the opportunity to get to know them and hear their stories. Thank you.